What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now we getting into it. You feel me? So look, man, bang the like button, bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story. Yo, you already know this Me TV 1.0. You already know I'm back with another one. If you're new to the channel, man, I appreciate the love, man. Hit that sub, man. Hit that sub and show some love. If you've been here, like and share if you care, man. Like and share if you care, man. Bang that like button. And I appreciate every view, every comment, and every like. You feel what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all helping that channel grow. But we ain't gonna hold y'all no longer on the intro. We gonna get straight to the story. Now, we have a sad story, really not a sad story, just a story in general, but they have sad twisted turns and plot twists to the whole situation. So if anybody know anything about this guy that you see on this camera, Big Jook, Big Jook is known to be a Memphis street legend. Yes, he's known to be a Memphis street legend. Mind you, Memphis has been known for pimps and hustlers since way back in the gap, way back in the day. And a lot of stuff has been said about that Yo Gotti was rapping about that his big brother Big Jook was really into. That's neither here nor there, but for those who are too young to know or too young to understand, this is the guy that's behind the whole CMG period. This the guy that was behind Yo Gotti period from day one. You feel what I'm saying? So this is his brother. So of course Yo Gotti is very, very close to his brother. You feel what I'm saying? But let's take a pause for a second and ask ourselves, why did this come about? And not only why did it come about, how long has it been going on? See, Memphis is a very, very small city, and Tennessee in general is a very small state. So when we dealing with Memphis, pretty much all the Memphis artists either ran across or knew each other at one point in time. And this is what I say about Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. Now see, at the time they came up, Big Jook was still heavily in the streets. Big Jook wasn't the renowned businessman that he was known for in his latter days. It definitely took Big Jook some time to grow, as well as Yo Gotti time to grow into the people who they was. But at this time, if I could give you an exact time stamp, I'd say around 2012, 2013. This was the time that Young Dolph and Yo Gotti was making it real mainstream come up. They had been out prior to this, you know what I'm saying? Basically, mainly underground with Yo Gotti dropping a couple mainstream hits at this time. But they got into a feud, and the feud was said to be over a woman. Yes, the feud was said to be over a woman. And when this feud was going back and forth, Yo Gotti made some diss tracks, and also Young Dolph made some profound diss track talking about Big Jook in this, talking about how he supposedly, allegedly gave him some bricks and gave him some work so he could get back on his feet at a point in time. Mind you, Memphis small, and nobody never denied this. Nobody ever came out and spoke against Dolph. This is why it was war against Young Dolph. Even when asked this in interviews, what's up with the beef or how did the beef started, Yo Gotti still never gave a true and definitive answer on why this started. But yet, on the other hand, Young Dolph did give a definitive answer of why this whole beef started. And Young Dolph says behind a bitch. I think it's his baby mama or a female that he was dealing with at the time. And if you can remember, this is what the song put my pride to the side, saying that Shorty cheated on him. When he looked in the phone, he seen the number of a dude that he knew, which was Dolph. See, a lot of if you 24, 25, 26 under, you probably not gonna remember this beef. This beef is on wax. This beef is on wax. And if we was able to follow it, being that I'm old enough, I was grown at the time, I was able to follow this beef through the songs, through the cycles of the songs. And then once the songs wasn't enough, they did their interviews. Young Dolph talked a lot. Young Dolph spoke what was on his mind. And it was also said by Young Dolph himself that CMG was trying to sign him and he won't sign with CMG. Now I can see that as well. You feel what I'm saying? But I can also see the female situation happening as well. I believe it's a combination of both. He was trying to lock Memphis down, as you can see what Yo Gotti is doing right now. He's getting all of the Memphis artists, Glorilla, Moneybag Yo, and Black Youngster, and many other Memphis artists. He's trying to basically have Memphis CMG, the whole Memphis CMG. And by Young Dolph going against that, this was started all the friction. This is what caused all the friction. And this is what showed everybody, or it showed a lot of people, that Dolph had a lot of support behind him. And over the years, Black Youngster came out and spoke against Young Dolph for no apparent reason. And this is when everything really hit the fan. This is when the violence really started, once Black Youngster entered the whole situation. Before Black Youngster entered the situation like that, there wasn't too much violence. It wasn't too much of nothing. And then that's when you start hearing Dolph getting shot at the little festival he was at, 100 shots and all that. But it's been said before this that Big Jook been trying to get Young Dolph knocked off due to the information that he spread in the song. He was spreading a lot of damning information, and this is the only guy besides Gucci Mane that went up against Yo Gotti. And Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane also got into it behind a female. And it seemed like this is a pattern with Yo Gotti getting into it with guys about a woman or a female in general. But Big Jook, being the person who he is, he got street fame, he got street love, he got street recognition. Now at this point in time of Big Jook's death, CMG could get no bigger. CMG basically running the game in so many different ways, from Glow to Moneybag Yo to a couple more artists that's with him, Big Boogie as well. And I can't too much say Black Youngster because he don't really rock with the roster no more like that, but you can understand what I'm saying. So at this point in time, I felt that Big Jook made a scene that he was untouchable or invincible. You have to think how small Memphis is, and you just came from a funeral. From a funeral. It's nobody else that looked like you. Memphis is small, man. Memphis is very small. And this is why I don't understand a person this big not having no security. They say he had one security guard and somebody else with him, or no security guard. I'm not quite sure on that. But just imagine if Gotti was with him. Just imagine. Like, Memphis is not a city. Let me say this. These small, crazy cities like Memphis, New Orleans, even Chicago, even though it's not a small city, these cities like this, once you make it out, it makes no sense to go back. It makes no sense to go back. You see it time after time again. Whether it's Baton Rouge, whether it's New Orleans, whether it's any Louisiana state, these guys are getting whacked at an enormous rate. You feel what I'm saying? And for Big Jook to go down there and thinking everything was all good, and now he whack. It's crazy. Ask yourself, is this a conspiracy theory? Is this some Illuminati shit? Did he get his brother whacked? Or what really went on? You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. But you let me know what you think in the comments, man. Drop down in the comments, bang that like button, and I'll be back with another one. You already know, man. I appreciate all the love. If you want further support the channel, the link to the Cash App is in the description. You already know I'll be back with another one with Me TV 1.0. Yeah.